U.S. Bank Stadium holds just under 70,000 spectators, and they've come out in full force for this one. A fantastic atmosphere here in Minneapolis.
It is Week 16 in the NFL, and we've got a good one in store, as it'll be the Denver Broncos taking on the Minnesota Vikings.
The holiday season is upon us. We've got the gift of the NFL as we're underway here in Week 16.
And that one not returnable. It's over the back line to the end zone, so that's going to be spotted up at the 30-yard line.
Ball up to the 35 now as they come up on 1st and 10.
Now the Central Florida product is R.J. Harvey.
And nothing doing. He's immediately taken down at the line of scrimmage. Call it no gain on the game's first play. And it's 2nd down now.
At the 35-yard line.
Once more with Harvey.
And he's going to be met at the line of scrimmage and taken down. The 2nd down play, not much better than the first, just a gain of 1 there.
You look at this defense for the Vikings.
They come into this one in the bottom half of the NFL against the run, number 19 overall.
And stopping the run, that's been an issue for them all season long. Aren't you glad that you're not coaching the defense right now?
I'm very glad. They said that they've seen it in doses, but very, very small doses.
Yeah, you've got to be consistent. It's down in and down out, being able to play it, understand what you have to get done, and finally stop some people, put them on the ground.
On 4th down, Jeremy Crawshaw on to punt for Denver. Back deep for the Vikings, Miles Price.
They punted 3 times in the loss last week as he sends this one away. This is taken at the 18. And he'll get this up past the 25 before he's out of bounds. It's a 39-yard punt, 8 on the return.
And it will be Vikings ball, 1st and 10. In.
Looking to put a drive together.
Now ETN to start the drive.
And able to get this one across the 45 before he's brought down. The drive starting play, a good one. Give him 19. 3-4 defense, and that O-line really dominated the D-line on that play.
And think of it this way. With a 3-4, you have a natural bubble over each guard because those guys don't have defenders over them. Oftentimes, if you want to run up the middle, they can get upfield and get on the linebackers right now, and that gives the running back a heck of a chance to get into the secondary.
McCarthy off the play fake. That one let go deep for Laporta.
It's caught at the 10. And he just falls short down at the 1-yard line. A big play there for Minnesota. 54 yards.
First down. 1st and goal at the 1-yard line.
First and goal at the 1. Etienne is in. Touchdown, Minnesota. So that a great sequence.
And that's a great example of leaning on each other and building a little momentum that way. How about the defense forcing the punt, turns it over to the offense with confidence, and they take it downfield and score.
The kickoff unit is out on the field, and they will send this one away. And this will not be returnable. It's out of the back of the end zone for a touchback.
At their own 35-yard line.
The Broncos onto the field, ready to start their next drive.
And on the first drive, 3 and out. And I know that these are professional athletes, but I would imagine sometimes you get the nerves at the beginning of a game still, don't you?
Those don't ever go away. And typically, what I've heard from guys and what I remember from playing, if you don't have nerves at the start of a game, it's not going to be a great day for you. You're not really ready to play. So finding a way to harness those nerves and not let them affect you in a negative way, that's what all the guys are looking for.
Now a 2nd and 10. Throwing Nix.
And he's going to have the hook up to Sutton. They get 6. That'll leave them with 3rd and 4.
Simple drag route here, lined up out left and tried to work his way back across the field. You probably saw me twitch there, partner, because I think he wanted the ball a little bit sooner. By the time he looked it in, defender was right on him.
In search of 4 yards here to pick up the first down. Nix to the air. Work in the middle of the field, and he's got a man complete. And he will have a Broncos first down as they're able to get the 3rd down conversion. So he turned to a trusted, familiar face in that 3rd down situation. It paid off.
Yeah, you go to your veteran receiver in that spot, so you can't underestimate him when he's on the field. Defensively, make sure you know where he is because he understands how to get open in key situations.
Nix to throw again. That's to the left side, taken in by Bryant. And this winds up a gain of 4 to the 41. We've seen quite a bit of the short passing game here early on first quarter, haven't we?
We have, and I think it works a couple of ways for this team because, number one, you throw the short game until they stop it. And if they're not going to stop it, you keep throwing it, and occasionally you'll break a tackle and turn into a bigger gain. Also, if they start to creep up, start to pressure receivers, now you go over the top, take it deep, and now you get some of those big shots downfield.
2nd and 5. Nix going to give to Harvey.
And he only manages a couple here down to about the 38-yard line.
Hey, look at this defense for the Vikings.
They come into this one in the bottom half of the NFL against the run, number 19 overall.
And the focus now is making sure that they're hitting on all cylinders as they head into the playoffs. And that means they've got to stop the run better because playoff football often means running football. So they've got to be prepared for that.
Nix from the shotgun. Pass taken in by his big tight end.
And this is going to turn into another first down as the tackle is made at the Vikings 28.
And that's well executed there on 3rd down. And I love the confidence that they had to let their tight end try and find some space in the middle of the field, right in their quarterback's line of vision. And QBs love to make that easy throw, and they hooked up there for a first down.
Setting up a screen for Harvey.
And they'll bring him down at the 18-yard line. And that's good for a pickup of 10 yards. And they'll be left with a 2nd and about a foot.
When you run a screen pass really well, you got to like the look of it because so many parts come together to make it work well. The offensive linemen where they're faking people out, the back slipping out there, catching the football, then all of them going together as one unit downfield. A really nice pickup.
In need of only about the length of the football here on 2nd down. Now it's Nix. Well, a quick throw there, but it's going to be incomplete.
The coverage keyed in on him since that last completion his way. He earned a little more attention on that route, and that made it a lot tougher to get a clean throw his way.
So 3rd and inches, and this will be the 9th play of the drive.
Back to the air with Nix. Gets it underneath. Here's Harvey. And he will have the Broncos first down, at least at first glance, as they'll spot the football just beyond the marker. They find a way to convert on 3rd and inches.
1st and 10 at the 17-yard line.
So from the 17 now, here's a 1st and 10. To throw is Nix.
Throwing the out route incomplete. It's Bryant. And this will leave him a yard short. Nice pickup of 9 yards on 1st down.
Brings up 2nd and 1 at the 8-yard line.
Ball at the 8 here for 2nd and a yard. Maybe a touch less. Up the middle, it's Harvey.
And he is into the end zone for a Denver touchdown.
R.J. Harvey, his 12th rushing touchdown of the year. And the Broncos are an extra point away from evening this one up.
Now for the extra point, Daniel Carlson. It's up and good. So these teams match touchdowns here in the first quarter, and we're tied 7-7. So all even at 7 now as they kick it away. Well, a dangerous return man showing it here. And he'll be out right at the 35. The Minnesota offense about ready to get this next drive underway. So, Charles, the season winding down, the playoffs obviously not in their future as they look ahead to the offseason. What spots do they maybe need to fill?
Well, I think that they like the guy who's calling the plays and throwing the ball. I think that he's a pretty good player. Needs some help, I think, on the perimeter, though. Help him out with receivers because I think if he gets an upgrade there, his play gets that much better, too.
1st and 10 at the 43-yard line.
On 1st and 10, it's Etienne. There for the stop defensively, Nick Benito.
These two teams all tied after one.
Brings up 2nd and 9.
From the 42-yard line, here's a 2nd down and 9.
Here we go, Shaq. 70 Timberwolves.
McCarthy, he'll set to throw it.
There goes a deep ball, end zone. He's got his man. It's taken in for a Viking touchdown. Ty Felton, his 4th touchdown on the year. And the Vikings have taken the lead. Extra point right down the middle. And that makes the score 14-7. Minnesota's kick team ready, and the Vikings moving away.
And that one not returnable, not by a long stretch, over the back line of the end zone, so that's going to be spotted up at the 35-yard line. Denver offense at the line, ready to go. After that last score we just saw, now 14-7, so a chance to march down the field here, trying to tie this football game.
Yeah, boy, and it's tough to bring him down that time. He surges forward. He's going to get a full 6 out of that. Second down.
A 6-yard pickup.
I think we all suspected that they were going back to him after he found the end zone on his last carry, and they kept the positive momentum going there. Another nice run by him.
From the 41, here's a 2nd and 4.
Looking left side, and he's got a man. That's Franklin. And taking it across midfield and just shy of the 40. 18 yards on his first catch of the game. It's a first down.
I like watching the wide receiver screen because it's a real teamwork play. Because guess what? The guy catching the ball, he'll get all the credit. But how about the people up to block in front of him? Either fellow receivers or offensive linemen. That makes that play a really nice timing play, and sometimes it can break big.
Throwing quickly there, but it's incomplete.
I think he could have scanned downfield forever, but there wasn't anything available. Ends up throwing an incompletion, and I think he'll take that.
Second and 10. Here's Nix. He'll get that complete to Franklin.
And this is going to turn into another first down as the tackle is made at the Vikings 28. A good gain of 14 there, and it moves the chains.
First and 10 of the 28-yard line.
Nix looking to throw again. Finding Sutton on the out route, who makes the catch.
And finally down he goes as they work it inside the 10 to the 7. A good pickup there, 21 yards.
Just picking up yardage in bunches here these last few plays. They have moved right down the field, and just like that, they're going to be set up with a first and goal.
To throw, here's Nix.
Toward the pylon, caught. That'll bring up second and goal after the gain of 5.
And let's face it, you can put any Halloween costume on him. You're not going to be able to disguise him because for a tight end of his size, difficult to sneak him anywhere, but that's what they tried to do. Lined up on his right, tried to work his way back to his left, but just a minimal gain as the defense was able to react quickly.
Chalk that up as a 4-yard loss, and now it's third down.
Well, that's going to bring up a big call now because he was unable to make the play himself on second down. Now you just have to wonder, will they keep the ball in his hands on third down?
Big play coming here. It's third and goal. They'll try and throw. Here's Nix.
The quick slant caught. They're able to hold him to 3 there, and that leads to a 4th and goal.
So much about this game is just understanding situations and then having to execute, isn't it? Guard the first down sticks. Don't let them get there. And they rallied and made the tackle.
For the field goal. A 20-yard attempt.
Carlson able to put this one through.
So a long drive gets him down inside the 5, but ultimately they settle for just the field goal.
And I have to think that if maybe they were a yard closer, that would have made their decision tougher, and I think they likely would have gone for it. But in this situation, they just decided to take the 3, and I think it was a smart move.
And he'll wisely just take a knee here, and this ball will come out to the 35.
At their own 35-yard line.
Here are the Vikings now to start their next drive.
Well, this offense looks like they have a little extra pep in their step as they take the field here for drive number 3, because remember, Charles, drives 1 and 2 both ended in the end zone.
Yeah, right now they've just got to be careful not to lean into overconfidence because every drive has a life of its own. But I like the way that they've started, the way that they're going about doing things right now. They've got a chance for that 3rd consecutive touchdown, and that would be a crushing blow to the defense.
Here's 2nd and 3. Working out of the gun is McCarthy. Complete. Jefferson the target. And Jefferson's going to have the Vikings first down up to the 47-yard line. The Vikings at 4-10 now on the year. They've lost 3 straight here. It kind of goes without saying, I guess, but they could certainly use a win.
Yeah, no doubt about that. There's a difference between a losing stretch and a losing streak. And right now, they're not playing their best football, but if they were to fall here, and now you're looking at going for it again.
There he goes, left side. Touchdown, Vikings. Travis Etienne with touchdown number 20 on the year as his guys are able to extend their lead. Extra point splits the uprights, and that makes it a 21-10 game. The kickoff team on the field now as they will send this one away. And up to about the 26-yard line, just across the 25.
26-yard line.
The Broncos onto the field, ready to start their next drive. They'll look to make some inroads here, trailing 21-10. Another play there, second down.
The running lanes have definitely not been there for him here in the first half, and I don't think it's all been his fault. His offensive line hasn't given him much space. A loss results there.
Here's second and 10. Operating from the gun. Nix. Over the middle, complete. It's Franklin. And he's taken down, but able to slip across the 35. And now for him on the season, that is his 80th catch, and the result is a first down.
First and 10 at the 38-yard line.
Now they'll throw here, out of the gun. It's caught by Bryant. And getting this just shy of midfield, they'll spot it at the 49. 10 more there and another first down.
Well, this hasn't really been a first half to remember on either side of the ball, but I think this kind of makes this an important drive. You'd love to get this back to a one-score game if you can, and that's good work there to get some yardage here and pick up the first down.
And he'll take it into the end zone for a Denver score. R.J. Harvey with his 13th touchdown of the year and second of the game. And the Broncos have got it back to within a score. Extra point by Carlson, up and good. And it's now 21-17.
Broncos 17. Daniel Carlson set to kick off.
Following the touchdown, ready to kick it away is Carlson. And they will wrangle him down a couple yards shy of the 30.
First and 10 at their own 28-yard line.
The Minnesota offense about ready to get this next drive underway. Right now, everything they touch turns to gold. This is their 4th possession. Touchdowns on their first 3 possessions. I mean, this defense, they can't seem to stop them. It's like they're on skates.
Great analogy, Brandon, because they are pushing them back and winning everything at the line of scrimmage. And they've just been laying down tracks towards the opposite end zone. So, to themselves, all they're saying is, if we don't make a mistake, there's no way they can stop us.
Well, he got half of what he needed there, 2 yards, and it'll bring up a 3rd and 2 more. They'll come to the line, needing only 2 yards to gain the first here. On play action, McCarthy. He gets it to Addison. And he'll go out near midfield at the 49. 12 yards there, first down Vikings.
So many times in my career, I've heard coaches talk about completions are one thing. But as long as we're there at the catch and we get guys on the ground, we can live with that. But if you're going to give up 10, 12, 15 yards after the catch, then your defense is going to be in a lot of trouble.
McCarthy operating from the gun.
And he's across midfield from 149 to the other 49, a gain of just 2.
Well, that's what you're looking for when you want to throw the ball downfield. You want one of those guys who can play out on the perimeter, can play out wide, who can not only get open, but when they're covered, can uncover themselves downfield and create catches.
He lets one go deep for Addison.
And this is caught. Touchdown, Vikings.
Jordan Addison,
48 yards.
and the Vikings will extend their lead in the final minute of the half.
Point after, right down the middle. And that pushes the lead up to 11.
17.
Minnesota's kick team ready, and the Vikings boom it away.
And this one definitely not in the landing zone. In fact, it's over the back line. So this is going to come out to the 35. Denver offense at the line, ready to go. And with a little under a minute remaining, they may try to put something together here just to try to cut into that deficit.
And he will find his man Sutton. That's complete. Now the Broncos are going to call the first of their timeouts, as the clock will stop with 45 seconds to go in the first half.
1st and 10 here, and you know, if they could just get 3 out of this, something about whittling it to a one-score game at half that might provide a psychological boost.
And he'll go down, but not before getting this inside the 30.
It's another first down, as this time they get an even 20.
Not only have they completed a couple on this drive, but they peeled off some pretty good chunks of yardage, too.
Absolutely great start. 2 nice plays in the pass game. Now can they continue to feed off that? Now on first down, he'll drop to throw it.
The throw here right sideline falls incomplete.
And not a common sight, at least on this drive. A momentary setback, though, for this passing game that has been moving well this series. Good thing for them, though. Still 2 more downs to connect and try and pick up another first down.
Throw left side, complete to Ingram. And he is into the end zone for a Denver touchdown. Evan Ingram, as the first half is winding down.
And the Broncos are able to cut into this lead in the final seconds of the first half.
Carlson down to add the extra point. And the lead is down to 4.
Makes the score Vikings 28, Broncos 24. Daniel Carlson set to kick off.
So not much time to speak of remaining in this first half as the kick's away.
Oh, a good-looking return set up here. And he'll have this past the 30 prior to going out of bounds. Here are the Vikings now to start their next drive. And with time quickly fading here in the second quarter, not sure how aggressively, offensively they want to play this.
I think we'll find out just how much they trust their guys in this situation if they decide to take a shot.
And he'll be taken down, but not before they work it across midfield. The Vikings going to signal for the first of their timeouts as they stop it with 11 seconds remaining in this first half.
1st and 10 at the 47-yard line.
On the ready.
Here's McCarthy. Screenplay. Here's ETN.
And this offense going to elect to burn a timeout with 5 seconds remaining in quarter number 2.
8 yards on the pickup. brings up 2nd and 2 at the 39-yard line.
ETN up the middle.
And now we'll get a late timeout as it comes in the waning moments of quarter number 2. So with 2 ticks left here in the half, on is the field goal unit. He's going to need a little mustard on this one. It will be a 51-yard attempt. And this is right down the middle as he puts it through. That's it for the first half. 2 more quarters to go. We'll have plenty more to see after the break.
Daniel Carlson set to kick off.
Both these offenses have been in fine form. What will the second half bring us as we are underway in quarter 3?
To return is Miles Price. And he's up across the 25 and down at the 28.
At their own 28-yard line.
The Minnesota offense about ready to get this next drive underway.
And they've got the lead, CD. What do you expect from them in this second half?
Well, I like what they were able to do on the ground in the first half because they had a lot of success running the ball, and I certainly think we'll see more of that. But I'd keep an eye on that defense, and I think their coaches up in the box will do the exact same thing. If they start to see
fighting through it, he's got space. Yeah, he's going to be out of bounds, but not before he takes it inside the 40. Big yardage after the catch. That one winds up going for 36.
Well, this game has certainly had no shortage of offense. Both teams have been revved up from the start. And here's yet another big play. Boy, both defenses have just got to be dragging out there because they can run ragged throughout.
No gain on the play. It'll be second down.
As usual, the hallmark of a good run defense, linebackers making plays near the line of scrimmage. Absolutely nowhere to run there.
Officially nothing on that last run. They'll try again, 2nd and 10.
ETN once more.
And he'll be down close to the first down marker as he gets this to the Broncos' 28.
95 yards for him on the ground now as he has been terrific here this afternoon. Third and 2. To the air with McCarthy. That is caught. And he will have a Vikings first down as this defense unable to hold. It's a 7-yard gain there on 3rd and 2.
Whatever the discussions were at halftime to try to slow down this offense, it has not worked to this point.
Yeah, I have a vision right now of everything that was discussed at the half just being torn in shreds or being erased off of the Microsoft Surface tablets because none of it is working. They're really locked in on offense.
And he'll take this ahead for about 4. 2nd down coming up.
Not a run that you're going to write home about, but still a good first down run. That's what an offense calls staying on schedule. 3 to 4 yards on first down, you're set up very well for the rest of the drive.
Now a 2nd and 6.
And he's got his man in stride, complete. And stopped a few yards shy of the goal line at the 3. Sets him up nicely. 1st and goal. It was a pickup of 14.
It's all pretty simple sometimes, isn't it? Go where the defenders are not, and he does exactly that. Makes a nice catch to move the chains. Defense, got to find a better way of accounting for the shorter routes that are being run against them.
And he's going to get this back to the 3-yard line and no further. No gain on the play that time, and it sets up 2nd and goal.
leads to second.
This defense against the run, by the way, they're not top 5, but they are top 10.
So what's your philosophy here? Do you try and run the ball against a team that's pretty good against the run? What if you're a pretty good running team? If so, you might want to go ahead and run it anyway because that's your strength.
Here we go. Shot. Panther 60. Panther 60. Take up.
Throwing is McCarthy.
And that'll be incomplete.
I see the surprise in your face there, partner. That is a rare incompletion from him. He's been on point this entire game.
He has percentage completion-wise way up. Not that time. Well, they've been so good on third down all day long. Can they convert another here on third and goal?
They'll try to run with ETN.
And he'll get in. Touchdown, Minnesota.
Travis Etienne taking it in from 2 yards out.
And the Vikings take the opening kickoff of the third quarter and drive right down the field to extend their lead. Extra point right down the middle. And the lead now up to 14. Out is the kickoff unit as they run up and send this one away.
And he won't quite make it to the 25.
First and 10 at their own 24-yard line.
The Broncos onto the field, ready to start their next drive.
Well, the opposition laid down the challenge and opening drive touchdown here to start the second half. And, Charles, now you feel like this group needs to get an answer because this all of a sudden is a 2-score game.
Yeah, you're right about that. What was a small, manageable spread to overcome? A little bit more daunting now. I think you're exactly right. Pressure is on because you don't want them getting the ball back with a chance to really extend this lead out.
This is 2nd and 8. They run straight ahead with Harvey.
It'll be a gain of 5, but still about 3 yards shy of the first down marker, and now it's third down.
And there we saw one of the downsides of blitzing during a rundown because sometimes you get out of your gaps. You don't fit the run quite as well because you're headed towards the ball carrier with abandon.
This offense in desperate need of a conversion as they come up on third down.
Throwing Nix. Open man is Bryant. He's got it. And he will have the Broncos first down, and he was able to get it by plenty. A gain of 8 on 3rd and 3.
And that one was a lot of fun right there because that was the game within the game. 3rd and short, blitz was on. What's the key for the quarterback? Get out of your hands in a hurry. And that was a quick little completion. Got the job done for a first down.
Working out of the gun is Nix.
And he's going to have the hook up to Sutton. A gain of 8 there on the play. And it'll be 2nd and a couple.
Brings up 2nd and 2 at the 46-yard line.
On play action, here's Nix. Bryant with a catch right side.
And this is going to turn into another first down as the tackle is made at the Vikings' 41-yard line.
Broncos first down. A gain of 12. First down, Denver.
Back to the air with Nix. Setting up a screen for Harvey.
And they'll lose yardage on the play back at the 45-yard line. Not what they had in mind there. That's going to go as a loss of 4. Got to give some credit there defensively. They snuffed out that screen early on first down.
Really read it well, didn't they? Because they didn't bring the pressure that they expected. They covered all the passing lanes. So once you see it break down as the passer, I think in this situation, you're either throwing it at the feet of your back to make sure no one picks it off, or you throw it away, throw it over the sideline. Don't try and freelance and try and make a bigger play. There's really no one else running a pattern that should be open.
And all the way home for the Broncos score. Cortland Sutton with career touchdown number 60. And the Broncos are able to cut into this deficit here in the final minute of the third. Extra point by Carson, up and good. And that'll cut the lead down to a touchdown.
Broncos 31.
Following the touchdown, ready to kick it away is Carlson. And he'll be tackled just shy of the 25.
At their own 24-yard line.
Here are the Vikings now to start their next drive. Still enjoying the lead here in the third quarter despite their defense giving up that last touchdown. Now they'll see if they can get the equalizer here on this drive. McCarthy off the play fake. Now he'll tuck this and run. And seeing no options, he just tosses this one away, incomplete. Now that'll bring up second down. To give you an idea of how accurate he's been throwing the football, we're in the second half. That's just his second incompletion.
Well, if he's that locked in, that means everyone's locked in, because to me it's like throwing a no-hitter in baseball. The pitcher may get the credit, a lot of people making plays behind him in the field.
Rush coming, and he's taken down. Nick Bonito in there to drop him for his 11th sack of the year.
Now that was a passer's nightmare. The front door totally shut down by the defense, so he kept going backwards, hoping to find another avenue of escape. It didn't exist.
We'll see where they go for this play call. Obviously tough in this spot, backed up. Now on third and long, they'll look to throw. Oh, the ball comes out on the hit, but they'll say it's incomplete.
And that's a really good job there defensively. They went into this possession knowing that they needed to get a stop. They're in a tight ball game, and they got it done. Great work to force the 3 and out. Got the football right back for their offense. They've got to go to the sidelines feeling pretty good about themselves and encouraging their offensive mates to get some points.
We'll call that a punt of 54 yards. Well struck. And the Broncos take over, first down and 10. Denver offense at the line, ready to go. We have seen a lot of points here in this quarter. For us up here in the booth, it's been fun to watch. The defensive coordinators probably scratching their heads.
Yeah, they're going a little bit crazy right now. But let's face it, all of our friends who play fantasy, they're enjoying the heck out of this show because most of them are creating and getting a bunch of points.
Yeah, points certainly not at a premium here.
Oh, that's a real nice job there by the defensive front. They just engaged and held their ground. But how about the guy who made the play? We often talk about whether they take a good first step or not. Many times you just don't take any step. Just get your feet moving, get your body going, and then once he made the read, he was able to make the play.
Trying to get one more in here before the quarter breaks. To throw is Nix. Throw left side complete. That's Franklin. And he'll be brought down at what's going to turn out to be the final play of this third quarter. 1 quarter remains. For this, you're watching the NFL on EA Sports.
Harvey now on 1st and 10.
And he takes this one down almost all the way to the 30.
96 yards rushing for him now as he has been tremendous all day long.
Another carry for their leader and a good one. It's crunch time. They'll need him to continue to be productive.
The drive continues as they search for a tying touchdown. Here's 1st and 10.
Here's Nix. That one out wide and intercepted.
And he will take this across midfield and down at the 48-yard line.
Nix's pass. Intercepted. The Vikings take over 1st and 10 at the 48-yard line.
Straight ahead, ETN.
A solid run on 1st down. Gain of 7 leaves him with a 2nd and 3.
And that's just an ideal run to start this drive because they're in full ball control mode now. So if you keep ripping off 7, 8, 9 yards of carry, you're going to have a great chance of finishing off this game.
2nd down and 3.
Here we go. Here we go. 18 Cardinal. 18 Cardinal. Check go.
Another tote for ETN.
And for one of the few times here today, this run's not going to go anywhere. Call it no gain that time as it's going to leave him with a 3rd and about 3 to go.
It's 3rd down and
4. Coming up here looking for 3 yards to pick up the 1st. McCarthy, he'll set to throw it. Pass taken in by his big tight end. And he will have a Vikings 1st down as they're able to get the 3rd down conversion.
1st down.
And that certainly appears to be a critical conversion right there because not only do they keep the drive going, they take valuable time off the clock as well. They have to feel really good.
And they're going to get him. He's sacked back around the 28. It'll be a loss of 7 on the sack, and it brings up 2nd.
Well, remember, they had the nice gain on the previous play, but they just gave a lot of it back right there on that sack.
Yeah, they get the sack, get back some real estate. Felt like the type of play that can spark a defense and swing some momentum. Almost felt like a take that type of a play, didn't it, partner?
Don't need it all back at once, but you figure they're going to need something here. 17 yards to go on 2nd down.
They'll go play action. Here's McCarthy. On the RPO, he'll keep it himself.
And look at this. They get the turnover they needed. It's intercepted.
And the Broncos are right back in this football game.
The Broncos onto the field, ready to start their next drive.
The interception sets them up with an opportunity to erase this 4th quarter deficit. And this series could very well determine our outcome. 102 yards rushing for him now with a couple of touchdown runs to boot. Ball on the 36 now. Here's a 2nd down and 4. Now it's Nix.
Bryant has it. And this winds up a pickup of 2, maybe 2.5 to about the 39.
It's a gain of 3. It's 3rd and 1.
Motion, motion. Joe.
Operating from the gun, here's Nix.
Throwing the out route incomplete. That's Bates.
And he will have a Broncos first down, and comfortably so, as he gets 5 there on 3rd and a yard.
It's a gain of 6. And the Broncos first down.
To throw, here's Nix. He'll get that complete to Franklin.
And the result here, a pickup of 8. Leaves him with 2 to go on 2nd down.
8 yards on the pickup. Brings up 2nd and 2. At the 47.
Ball on the 47-yard line. Here's 2nd down and 2. Nix from the shotgun. That would caught by Kroll.
And this is going to turn into another first down as the tackle is made at the Vikings 35. Give him 12 yards on that one. It earns him a fresh set of downs. The drive continues as they search for a tying touchdown. Here's 1st and 10.
Nix looking to throw again.
Got his man complete over the middle. It's Franklin.
It's time to give more credit there to the defense. They played that very well because it was a drag route, and he ran a little shallower than normal as he worked straight across the field. He was hoping he'd get lost behind the defensive line, but once he made the catch, nowhere to turn upfield and gain any yardage.
Finding Sutton on the out route, who makes the catch.
And he's down into the red zone at the 16 after a gain of 16. 1st and 10.
Out of the gun, a run with Harvey.
And he'll be taken down at the 2-yard line.
This has been an up-and-down, back-and-forth type of a game, hasn't it? Maybe this long drive, take a little bit of the wind out of their sails, kind of settle things down a little bit.
1st and goal at the 2-yard line.
Here we go, 1st and goal.
Nothing doing there. They're going to wind up holding him at the 2.
I know a lot of people won't like the draw called in that situation, but every now and then that pops big. In this case, it didn't happen.
From the 2 now, 2nd and goal. The Vikings going to signal for the first of their timeouts. That'll leave them with 2 remaining. We'll be back after this. They'll look to throw toward the end zone, but that's going to wind up incomplete.
Now we're in the situation where the quarterback's got to take full charge of his huddle. Got to totally command it, make sure all eyes are on him. All focus is locked in. Going to call multiple plays and go over different situations and scenarios. To make sure everyone is on the same page.
This crowd doing all they can. Here's 3rd and goal.
Bombers, bombers, bombers.
He'll look to throw.
was open, but he couldn't get it to him. It's incomplete.
With that incompletion, reality is staring them right in the face. This entire game is down to the next snap.
Now the Broncos are going to call the first of their timeouts. That'll leave them with 2 remaining. We'll be back after this.
Here we go. The noise deafening. 4th and goal.
Almost set. Ready. Motion. Reset.
They're going. It's Nix.
And it's caught. It's a touchdown. So they rally here in the final minute, and they're an extra point away from tying this game.
And, Charles, they continue to have trouble stopping him as he's into the end zone yet again.
Yeah, that's multiple series now that have ended with him in the end zone. A perfect plan on how to utilize him best when they get in close.
Here we go now as we get set for a big 2-point conversion.
The Broncos will line up for the 2-point.
They'll try and throw for it. And he is in for the 2. I still can't believe they went for it, but they've got themselves a lead here late in the ball game.
Daniel Carlson set to kick off.
Following the touchdown, ready to kick it away is Carlson.
And he's up past the 20 to the 22-yard line.
First and 10 at their own 22-yard line.
This is 1st and 10.
Trying to shake off the interception from the last drive. He'll look to throw.
Nice solid game there, partner, but the clock is starting to become his enemy.
Absolutely. Every second right now, more and more precious as it ticks. Now the Vikings will use the second of their timeouts as they'll stop it with 40 seconds remaining in this 4th quarter. He's back to throw.
That's caught by Addison.
Huge first down, gotta hurry.
Yeah, now they have to get up there, get set, and then spike it.
5-yard gain on the play. And the Vikings first down.
Back to throw. Toward the sideline, and look at that catch. Dragging the toes, and that's going to be a first down. Well done.
It's a gain of 22 yards.
Working the sideline there. Good route, good catch. First down, and he gets out of bounds.
Yeah, you have to like the play calling because you have to run some guys down the middle of the field to draw some of the defenders away. They can't just let them guard the sideline exclusively. That's how it's going to work. Sidelines and incompletions to use the clock.
This one caught over the middle. It's Oliver, the tight end. And he's going to get this inside the 30.
Well, this offense still has the one timeout here, remember. 1st and 10. A shotgun snap and a give to ETN.
And now they're going to get the timeout. So a huge play has him in field goal range with a chance to possibly send this one to OT. And now this game's going to come down to the right leg of their kicker. And we will get a timeout with 2 ticks left. So on is their kicker, and it's down to this. 2 seconds on the clock, this for the win. And this one is right through. And it'll be a fun time in the the Twin Cities tonight. The Vikings win it.
Charles, normally when you see a group score this many points, it's a complete blowout. But instead, they needed every single one of those in this close, high-scoring affair.
And, Brandon, I'm still on the edge of my seat after that one because when you have that much scoring and it still comes down to a one-possession game at the end, that's not something we see very often. And in this case, these offenses, they brought it. The defenses, they're going to need some work going forward.
So for the Vikings, it's a good fifth win for them as they play out the string. And they'll get to stay home again next week. Meanwhile, for the Broncos,
they fall under 500 now as they drop to 7-8.
And they'll be on the road next week for a matchup with the Baltimore Ravens. That'll do it for us. I'm Brandon Gaudin alongside Charles Davis. Thanks to our entire crew as well. We'll talk to you next time. So long, everybody.